All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We're the brothers from the GMS Atlanta Church, back with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, the lesson be edifying to an elect member too. Before we get started, as always, want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shad, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace, safety, much love and blessing to the occupant across the four corners of the earth that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right. So I got the brother Shamach with me, fellow laborer here in GMS Atlanta. And we're just gonna let the Spirit flow, man. We have a topic and a couple of precepts, and then we're just gonna let the Spirit take over, man. Okay. So we're gonna go into a being devoted, man, or having devotion, and goes in what and go into what that word actually means. All right, and link it up with the scriptures, man. Okay. So you got that word, bro?
The definition of devotion, it reads love, loyalty, or enthusiasm for a person, activity, or cause.
Yeah, love. What else you said, bro?
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Or enthusiasm for a person.
Or enthusiasm for a person. All right. Aren't we to love our neighbor as we love ourselves? Okay. All right. Aren't we supposed to love the brotherhood? All right. And ultimately, we're supposed to love Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. Because without him, we wouldn't have this, what we call a brotherhood. Okay. So that's where devotion comes in, man. Okay. Keep going.
It says activity or cause.
And what's the cause, man? The waking of the nation of Israel, man. All right. The calling out and telling our people who they really are. All right. According to the scriptures. All right. That's the cause that we're devoted to. All right. The cause of trying to get us saved and our immediate family, man, through our works. All right. That's the cause, man. That's what we're devoted to. Okay. Keep going. Some of the synonyms.
Yeah. It says loyalty.
Yeah.
Faithfulness.
Fidelity.
Trueness. Steadfastness. Commitment. Adherence.
Yep.
Allegiance. Dedication.
Yep. So yeah, man, we have to be all of those things when it comes to serving the Lord. All right. And in serving the Lord, we have to deny ourselves certain things that we may want to do. All right, because we're committed to the preaching of the gospel, okay, and to the proclaiming, and the rising of the nation of Israel, man. The spiritual house of David being built, man, through us. Okay, so that's a job, all right, and we're the laborers, and we're devoted, man, or committed. All right. So grab me Sirach 9 and 10, Baba Kushah. All right, because the word devotion goes into committed, and if you're committed to something, man, you go hard for it. All right, you put your all into it. Okay, go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 9 verse 10. Forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him.
That's Sirach 9 and 10.
Yes, Sirach.
So like I'll find it. Matter of fact, go to 2 Timothy 4 and 2.
2 Timothy chapter 4. Verse 2.
Yeah.
It says, preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Yep. Hey, we supposed to preach the word of this gospel, man, in season and out of season, no matter what the weather may be. Okay, whether it's rain, sleet, hail, or snow. That takes a certain level of commitment, man. All right, not taking breaks off during, the severe weather, or under any conditions. Hey, man, we're out there on the streets, man. All right, because we're committed, we're devoted to the preaching of the gospel, man. All right. And if anybody tell you otherwise, and that they take breaks from going out preaching the gospel, they're not devoted, man. They're not committed. All right. Because we're striving for something that's bigger than us. Okay. Which is ultimately, being saved, so we can be exempt from all of the things that are going to take place here in America, man. and ultimately the missiles. You had something you want to say?
And just basically, man, we all fighting for that one cause. You know, this is something. This is life and death for us. You know, and we're fighting with the next soldier beside us. You know, this something serious. It's nothing to be taken lightly either. You know, that's right. But you can see a person's or a brother's devotion, you know, by his works. You know,
exactly. You had a precept.
I get an account with the disciples in Yahweh Shah, if I can.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 4, verse 18. It says, "And Yahweh Shah, walking by the sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers." It said, it reads, verse 19, he said unto them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." And they straightway left their nets and followed him. You know, so they dropped their nets, you know, instantly, you know, without question. You know, and listen to Yahweh Shah, follow the Spirit. You know, they left that behind. Just the same with us. That shows that disciples were devoted, but we're in that same light as well. You know, follows up Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. You know, we gotta. Hey, some situations, you know, you gotta drop what you're doing and just adjust. You know, just to show your commitment, your devotion.
Yep.
You know,
it's beautiful. You said that. You got some more on it.
No, that was it.
Okay, grab Matthew 16 and verse 24, because like I mentioned earlier, man, there may be things that you want to do, you know, pertaining to the flesh, but if you're devoted and committed to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the preaching of the gospel, and you're going to deny that, man, put that to the side, all right, because this is his first priority, all right. This is what you're committed to. You're steadfast, okay, all right. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. Then said Yahweh Shah unto his disciples, "If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross."
Yeah, so if any man comes to serve the Lord, deny himself. And how do you deny yourself? Putting off those fleshly wants that, you know, that Babylon, all the goodies it has to offer, you know, all the trinkets and gadgets and shit, the folly. You know, because all of that shit, you know, is pleasing to the flesh. It feels good.
Temporary.
It's temporary, man. But we're working for something that's immortal, man. Eternal life, man. We're fighting to be the governing body, man, of Yasharallah, man. All right. We want to be in that number, man. We don't want to come back through the loins. We want to be the first ruling body, man, which is 140, and it's only a seat for 144,000. You know, of men of such, okay? So that's why we put off, you know, the scriptures tell you also, you know, to put off the old man, all right? And wanting to do these worldly things and things that, you know, we're not saying neglect your, what you have to do, you know, as far as being a man, like going to work, paying your bills and shit like that.
It'll be open righteous.
Yeah, we talking about the shit that you really don't have to do, but you want to do, all right? So it can be a pleasing to your flesh. No, you gotta let that shit go. All right, you got something on the line. You trying to goddamn nab, but a brother hit you up and say, "Hey man, let's do a lesson or something." Hey man, you gotta tell, "Hey man, I'll catch up with you later. You know, I got some more shit to do." All right, that's having a certain level of devotion. All right, so start back from the top.
Verse 24, then said Yahweh Shah unto his disciples, "If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me."
Yeah, take up your cross and follow him, man. All right, getting in the fight. All right, it's one thing to have faith, but faith without works is dead. All right, so the picking up that cross is you bearing your burden, man, of preaching this gospel. All right, looking foolish amongst men, man. All right. The scripture tell you be instant in season, out of season, like we said. So if we're out there and it's pouring down, goddamn raining, all right, but we're steady out there preaching the gospel, that looks like a foolish act in the eyes of men, man.
I get a precept for you?
Go ahead, bro.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 10. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised.
Yeah. Hey, and the scriptures tell you, man, hey, just know if they hated me, all right, that they'll hate you, roughly paraphrasing. They hated Yahweh Shai first, man. All right. And the scriptures also tell you in Matthew 5, hey, blessed be you when men shall persecute you, all right, for his name's sake. So actually going out and doing these acts foolishness because of your devotion is actually a good thing in the eyes of the Lord. Matter of fact, go to 1 Corinthians, the 1st chapter, and start at verse 26. Just to add to your point, bro.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 26. It reads, "For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called."
Hey, yeah. So not many men that meet those criteria right there, or has those qualifications, are not called. All right, not many of them. Okay, go ahead.
"But the Most High have chosen the foolishness things of the world to confound the wise."
Yeah, the foolishness of the world, man, to confound the wise. So the things that we do out of dedication and commitment and steadfastness and devotion for the Lord may seem foolish, but we already know we're doing this for a bigger cause, man. That, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we shall be saved if we continue to do these foolish things, or what may seem foolish in the sight of man. Right, but is actually, you know, a righteous act, you know, in the sight of the Lord.
Yeah, I want to add to the point.
Go ahead.
Like with the precept, you know, we do look foolish to men. We don't have a certain status. We don't have millions of dollars, you know, but we confound those elites, man. You know, because they don't know what's going on. We know what's going on, but we seem low physically, but spiritually, man, we're high. You know, we're wise men of the Lord. You know,
yeah. Hey, man, hey, you regular average Jakes, man, and you peon Edomites, you know, you have no idea. All right, we're fighting spiritual wickedness in high places, man. All right, and that may seem, you know, because our people are all carnal, okay, carnality and other flesh. They can't see the spiritual fight that we're in. That's why it looks foolish. All right, but we're devoted, man. We're committed. Okay, go ahead.
You want Matthew?
Keep going to verse 28. Oh, okay. In 1 Corinthians. And Lord willing, that precept will come back to me.
Verse 28. "And base things of the world and things which are despised have Most High chosen."
Yeah, things that are despised have the Most High chosen, man. Okay, such as, you know, looking foolish, man. All right. So we don't have, like the brother said, a certain status in this world, or, you know, the most lavish lifestyles, but that's who the Lord deal with, man. The meek, the humble, you know, the lowliness of heart, and we'll be proud to be called that, man. All right, because it's for a bigger cause, like we, you know, keep reiterating. All right, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shamach. Okay, go ahead.
"In the base things of the world and things which are despised have the Most High chosen." Yeah, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
Yep. Hey, and that's why we're here, because verse 26 said the Lord had not chosen the mighty, you know, or the wise, you know, to that He's dealing with. He deals with the weak. All right, and lowliness of heart. Okay. Go to Luke 16. And around verse 13.
All right. Luke chapter 16, verse 13. "No servant can serve two masters."
Yeah, no servant can serve two masters. So you got to make the decision, man. Whether you want to serve Yahweh Shamach, or you want to serve man, you know, or you want to serve a woman, or you want to serve money. You got to make that decision, man. All right. Which one? Because it's no gray area, man. If you're gonna be devoted to Yahweh Shamach, that's gonna take up majority of your time, man. Just like with an athlete, if he's devoted to what he's doing, he's gonna be in the gym, you know, more than he's out bullshitting. He's gonna put in that work, all right, because he's devoted, he's committed into perfecting his craft, so to speak. Go ahead, bro.
But you can tell by a man's performance. Like you mentioned, those athletes, you know they work. You see how they work hard through their performance, man. Their results. You know, that's what we're looking to get, results. You know, you can't fake the spirit. You know, that's why spirits get sifted. You know, people you can't Google search spirit. You can't fake the funk. You know, it's only gonna last but for a moment, man.
Because what you're doing in the dark, hey man, it's gonna come to light. Whether you not doing what you're supposed to do spiritually, you know, or physically, it's gonna show, man. All right. And a lot of people, you know, laying back in, you know, with the scenario we used with the athletes, a lot of people just see the finished product. All right. They see him going out there dropping 30, 40 points, scoring 3-4 touchdowns a game, you know, 3-4 goals or whatnot. But they don't see the devotion and the dedication and the steadfastness in which it took to get those athletes to that certain point, man. It's what you do behind closed doors is really what matters, man. All right?
It's heavy.
Reread it from the top.
Luke chapter 16, verse 13. No man, no servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other.
Yeah, so either you'll hate Yahweh Shamach Shai and love the other, whatever other thing that's taking the majority of your time that you've been devoted to. So you'll either hate the Most High and love that, or in case in which you should do is hate those things and love Yahweh Shamach Shai. You got to pick, man. Yeah. All right. The Most High does not deal with the spirit of being lukewarm. All right. And if you're lukewarm, you're not devoted. All right. And it's just plain and simple. Okay. So if one man, he cannot serve two masters, he'll either hate one or love the other. That's just simple and plain. It didn't say he might hate one and he may love the other, or it's 50-50. Nah, man. It's Yahweh Shamach Shai way or the highway, man. Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
It reads, or else he will hold the one and despise the other. He cannot serve the Most High in mammon.
Yeah, and the word mammon goes into money. Okay, a lot of jakes get caught up into trying to goddamn run the sack up. Yep. All right, and that's all they're devoted to.
Yep.
If a nigga put that much energy into Yahweh Shamach Shai and the right things in which he should do, he'll be goddamn a fucking. He'll be a part of the elect, goddamn. If he goddamn put that much dedication and devotion towards, the right things in the spirit.
Right.
All right. As much time as he's putting into making money and trying to, fuck hoes and, all that shit Jake is into, outside of the right things.
I had a precept for you.
Go ahead, bro.
Just to land back, and we worried about the truth first, just going more into that devotion. This is what we're committed to. This is first priority. You got to prioritize in this thing, what's really important at the end of the day, This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, and his righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you. See, when you do what you got to do first, man, hey, how about Shamach Shai gonna make sure you straight? I ain't gonna sit here and say he gonna make you a millionaire or something, but he gonna make sure you're sustainable.
Yeah, your daily bread, you gonna get it.
That's it.
That was it on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. I read more, verse 34. It says, "Take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof." So yeah, we not worried. We not I gotta invest in this. I gotta, we just, we flow with the spirit, man. We understand that Yahweh Shamach Shai is in control of all things. So we never worried, man. We're freedom. Us being in this truth now, us being devoted to this truth, and we're free from worry, man. We're not worried about what we used to worry about because we have this truth,
Yep. And no matter what may come with, preaching the truth and the gospel of Yahweh Shamach Shai, we knew what we signed up for, man, before we got into it. All right. So you can't have a certain level of devotion for some, and then when you start catching hell and shit, you act like you ain't know. All right. Nah, man, if you're going to be devoted, you'll take what comes along, with the task that is at hand. All right. Long nights in the gym, back aching, knees shot. If you want to scribe and be committed and devoted to your craft, and we do the same thing with the scriptures, man.
Exactly.
We'll stay up late, with brothers, chopping it up through the spirit. Brothers knowing they got to get up, early the next day and go to work.
Right.
But we know what we're devoted to. Okay. So y'all, I got something real quick. You can break it down. This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Hey, that's it right there. That's the spirit. I already think about Sirach 2 when you was speaking. You know what you signed up for. We're preparing ourselves now. We know what's to come, but we have to still get ready. You know, we still got to prepare our faith. We got to store up our faith to make sure we can tackle those obstacles that we put in front of us by Yahweh Shamach. And Lord willing, we endure through it. You know, but we know what's coming. That's why we're preparing ourselves. You know, we a servant. You know, it says, can you read it again?
Come. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Preparing our soul for temptation. Those are, one of those hour of temptation, man, the RFID chip. It's gonna be real. You know, it's not gonna be on your regular. Oh, we get to go to the grocery store and just buy whatever soda or whatever. It's gonna be a change that day, man. The instant quickness. You know. So yeah, preparing ourselves. You know, that's what we're doing now. That's why I say forsake not the fellowship. You know, the brotherhood. Man.
Verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble.
Right. So in the time of trouble, don't look so quick to get out of that situation, man. Hey, roll with the punches. You know, hey, go ahead and endure it. Go through it, man. And set your heart right. How are you gonna do that? Hey, by with the brothers, getting with the brothers and putting your head in these scriptures, man. That's it. Yeah. We have the recipe. We just gotta follow it. You know, the order.
It's and what's that saying in the word? Hey, keep that same energy. All right, so goddamn, keep that same energy. If you devote it while shit is going good, you know, shit, when you start getting hit, like, man, keep that same energy. Right. You devoted, ain't you? You goddamn, you committed, ain't you? You gonna give up? Looks like you running a race and goddamn, you get tired with 1 meter left. You just gonna goddamn collapse, or you gonna fight through and finish the goddamn race. Cause you committed. All right. And that's the same mentality we gotta have in this truth, man.
We trying to keep our same energy.
Exactly. Trying to keep the same energy, goddamn. That's the motto.
That's the motto.
All right. And the scriptures also tell you, hey man, whatever thy find thy soul to do with all thy might. And if you're gonna do it with all your might, that takes what? Commitment, devotion. All right. Because if you ain't really trying to do it with all your might, you're gonna half-ass it. You're gonna procrastinate. You're gonna goddamn be lackadaisical. You know. But if you're devoted to something, you're gonna do it with all your might, man.
Right. Because the scriptures speak about, I want to say it maybe in Timothy. It says, do nothing by partiality. You know, so don't halfway do something. You know, put your all into it. You know, we excited for this truth, and truly, you know, this all we got to look forward to.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? In all honesty.
I ain't have. You got something else?
That was all I had.
You know. So, you know, man, Lord willing, through the Spirit, you know, this lesson was edifying, and also, man, an exhortation, man. If you feel like, you know, you catching hell and things of that nature, hey, man, that comes along with what we signed up for. All right, so stay committed, stay devoted, man. All right, because this is all what it's about, man. It's going to be a gratifying reward at the end of the day. Okay. So, hey man, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom.
Shalom.